Alright, hey guys. My last video was about Lambo doors. I forgot to mention the packaging was really well. It came with bolts. It also came with wires for this piece. All I did for this was I took that out of the slot from in there so it moves. So it moves a lot easier. So there's a hole in there and the wires were perfectly fine. So today I'm going to show you how to install a tachometer. And these gauges will go along, same process, same everything. So first things first, what I did was I took this out. So I had to take this off for a prelude. I had to take this off. I took this out. And those screws like in behind, and then one all the way far back. Then that just came off. I had to also undo the for this. It's like a cable all the way in the back. You have to undo that. Just go through your manual and you'll be able to do it, no problem. Alright, so what I did was I took this off, and then as you can see, this tack did not come with a stand when I bought it off a guy, so I built my own. It looks pretty sketchy, but it's perfect. Drill the hole right into the dash, put the bolts so it's tight on there, and then these bolts went across, holding that all together. And then okay, so first things first, for wires, I don't know if you can't see them, but there's a red, a black, and a green. The green's for your RPM, the black is for a ground, and the red's power. Same with these, red's power, black's ground, and my boost gauge as well. And then here's where I got my power source. Alright, there we go. So I popped this off, and as you can see, all the way in the back, there's one wire. It is yellow and red there, and it's the perfect wire for a prelude. If you find that one, I tapped all of them into there for my power source. It's perfect because whenever I turn the car on, as soon as I turn the car on, none of these work. But then as soon as I put the e-brake down, everything turns on, which is sick. All my lights turn on, everything's pimping. Even my underglow's set up to the same spot because it's a perfect voltage source. So everything's there. And then for my ground, you cannot see it, but I took this off and also this off. And it's after you take off the metal plate there, there's up top it's attached to your frame because you want to ground to your frame. So there was a little hole in it, so I just screwed them all in and wrapped all the wire around it so they all ground perfectly, so that never does the ground not work, and everything was perfect. And this I'll just pop back in. There you go. There you go, perfect. So that's nice. And I'll show you where I hooked up the RPM. So these, I didn't hook up my air fuel yet, but my voltage, you don't need to hook it up anywhere because once you ground it, it gives you your voltage. See, I'll just turn on. Also, as soon as I turn on the lights, if the car's not running, they will automatically turn on, which is good. So watch. See, voltage on, RPM. Obviously, car's not running. Boost on. Now I'll turn them off. So that's also a bonus feature. All right, so I'll go over to the hood. Alright, so I ran it through a firewall. There was a space on the passenger side, so I ran it behind all the connections, and then this tiny little hole. And see, here it is here. It took a while to get through. I just grabbed it. I ghetto wired it up to the front here. And then it's this wire right here. See, here's the distributor cap. This goes in right here. See, it goes in here, but I have it's taped back there. And then it comes up to two slots here and here. And you want this one, and then you want the bluish wire, and then I just, I need a longer wire, I guess. I just attach that right there, and it works perfectly fine. Yeah, and then the RPMs read a lot better because of the swap. They read perfect, so I don't have to worry about my RPMs being off because they were off a bit, so it's a lot better. So yeah, aero fuel, I'll probably hook that up later. And then obviously your is that hot? No. Okay, so for your boost controller, here's the vacuum one right here. It's all the way up to where the vacuum is here, so also through the dash and then up to where my gauge is, so it can obviously, yeah. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It's not too hard. Like, for me, it just took a while trying to find the damn place to hook the RPM gauge to, because I had no clue what wire it was. So I guessed, and I got it right. So anyone with a prelude, that's where it is, right there. I'm probably going to fix it up and make it a lot tighter on there, but that'll be for another day. That's probably why you guys are probably wondering what the hell that pink and yellow wire is. That's it. I didn't have to go once to the battery. That's just for my sub right there. But any of my gauges, I didn't have to go to the battery. I just ran them to that one spot, and it's perfect, because if the car's in park, I could just turn on the lights. Everything will turn on. Even the underglow will turn on. And then, yeah, that's good. And then also, if I'm not driving with the lights on during the day, because I don't normally, so I just put the e-brake down and they shut on. So it's a perfect spot. Like, I couldn't have found a better spot for them. So yeah, if you have a Prelude, I'd highly recommend setting it up there, because it's the best spot. Alright, so my next video, I'll show you guys how to install racing seats. They're not hard. If you can't install them, then it's a little sad, because it's the easiest thing you could ever do. Also, I'll show you how to set up my underglow, how I did it. That took a while. And yeah, I don't think I'm missing anything. I think yeah, that's pretty much it. And so I'll show you the underglow and then the seats, and then I'll just keep you guys updated on whatever else. I'm probably gonna get a bigger turbo, so yeah. Also, my Lambo doors, I don't think I was missing anything. The packaging was done perfect. If you guys haven't seen my Lambo doors, go to my other videos, you'll see it. Here they are right here. They're beautiful. I love them because they're a lot higher than the normal Lambo doors that other cars like Civics and that have. So if you want to know how to paint valve cover, check out my videos. Paint dash, check out my videos. Steering wheel, check out my videos. And then subscribe, like, whatever, comment if you have questions. If you want me to specify something that I missed about the gauges, it's just green RPM, red power, black ground. Some have different wires. One's a dimmer and that, but I didn't have to worry about that, because mine was a 7 color, so 7 different color modes and that. And I could preset the gauge to where I wanted to the shift light to come on. So alright, thanks. See you guys later.